Echoes by Mirad. How does one start a book? Is it a hello? Thank you for choosing this particular book. Who do I actually include in acknowledgements? Am I to acknowledge everyone who contributed into it being a whole, no matter how small the role they played? If so, how do I acknowledge each and every individual that influenced me, made me who I am, what I am? How do I mention all the books I've read, music I've daydreamed to, movies that broke me and put me back together better than ever, paintings that made me see the world differently, poems that will forever be a part of me? How do I do that? How do I mention the stranger that affected me whose name I never got? The stranger that dressed weirdly and helped me find my style? Please enlighten me. How do I mention the stranger whose voice disturbed my train of thought and I adjusted my sunglasses? Is he worth mentioning? What about objects? The car that vibrates, its sensation a disturbance at first and then promising safety once my conscious faculties regard it as safe. How? Too many hows? How do they affect you? And the big question is, why are you letting them affect you? These words, mere words of a being inside a female body that's been alive for 25 years. I'm trying not to overanalyze what my mind presents me with. Mind and brain. For a long while, I thought of them as the same. Weird. It wasn't long ago when I learned the difference. Surely not over 3 months ago. The car is now in motion, adding even more stimuli, and I'm wondering how long it will take before my atoms fall apart, my body dying, decomposing to be ant food. The reason for this is my fatigue. I'm overstimulated. It seems I've never gotten a day free of stimuli, and it's tiring. Maybe if I could choose my very own stimuli, my mother's laughter, for example, filling the space with the sound of her joy, her best medicine, a tune I have loved in every incarnation, her lips parting no different from the burgundy stage curtains to reveal the most perfect set of teeth, her touch the definition of mother, warm, loving, soothing, gentle, all the jokes about the gentleman, wanting to know all the details about my dating life. She informed me of her desire to be a grandmother. Not now, I told her. I'm all career right now, even if it takes me decades. I would hate to birth life I cannot provide for the way I wish. I love you, mother, even though you sometimes criticize my food, ask for more massages than I am capable of giving you, passing Vicks, socks, and a matchstick, asking me to talk until slumber takes over your anatomy, and so I play a frequency, which at first you didn't understand, but grew into them the same way you do to my music. I remember the first time I listened to Otis Redding in your presence, and the remark you made about my loving old music, and then you had a favorite song. Now, not only do you sing along, you move your foot along to the rhythm of the greatest of all-time singer and songwriter. And if I'm not receiving stimuli from my mother, then my lover should surface with Lana Del Rey in the background and nothing else, just us in skin. Maybe with my lover's groans and moans, cuddles, nakedness, sensuality, sex. I love it. All of it. All about it. That's why I'm waiting. Lately it has felt empty. Not bad. Just lacking more than the physical. I want it. I want all of it. The excitement of seeing your lover. The comfort their familiarity has presented me with. And the me, mirrored in another body that goes in me from time to time, much less often than I'd like. The emotions that it also easily brings to the surface. The friend in a lover. When I'm so familiar with them and Their thoughts have finished their sentences and dance to their favorite tunes like the one in a language I do not speak nor understand. The evidence of our desires brought to the surface as a result of rubbing, fondling, kissing, moaning, groaning, body odor, sweat. The words that mean everything and nothing at the same time. The moans held back and those that get swallowed by a lover. The sentences cut short because pleasure is taking over the anatomy. The animal tamed in a body fighting for freedom to be heard, seen, and understood even though it has not fully grasped its own relevance. The laughter after feasting. Red sweat dripping down the human bag, pores open more than the usual, no different from the portal between my legs, opening to its favorite dweller, the others being the middle and ring finger. Cops, police, the feds, however you put it, them, I'm not sure how I feel about them. Does it matter how I feel about them? Should it matter? If so, how? I barely encounter them. Does that mean I'm barely living? How? How when I'm getting stimulated so often, so much? I crave peace. Are the feds helping with that? Bringing the peace, I mean. Would it even matter if all were peaceful? Can animals be peaceful? I don't like cops. I love guns. I should buy one. More than one. All sorts. I'm not a criminal, I swear. I'm just an animal with a like for the peculiar. I'm like every human, except I can voice my weird likings, even if it means writing them down for saying them aloud amid conversations may be frowned upon. I'm not trying to be liked, I swear. I just want to influence. You, them, him, her, the spirits, the young, the old, the living. I want to influence, and so I write. I sing. I dance. I hypnotize, I teach, I entertain. I'm more than an entertainer. I'm an educator. I hope your mind is still flexible enough for you to learn from me, even though I'm younger than you and perhaps different from you. Much more different when stoned. Not like the man from the Bible or the creepy movie I watched a while ago with only pale people. Not stoned to death, but high, getting high, becoming high, getting closer to the gods, becoming peaceful with each pull. My body is capable of making me high without the blunt. I have experienced it. I just have to do the right deeds. Eat well, meditate, work out, dance, sing, speak and live my truth. But I can't commit to anything, not even Kundalini yoga. The last time I wrote was 2 days ago, which is really bad. I've decided this won't be a lengthy read. This actually works better when I'm sober. Now I'm putting more effort into thinking, the words, the sensations on my thighs, the nice whirling feeling in my head. I'm resting. What I love most about the plant is not experiencing hangover when the high is over and earth goes back to being dull. How beautifully thoughts come and go without affecting me much. All is well. I'm human. I'm learning. I'm taking a short vacation within, checking if there's anything we are out to let go. A somebody I'm no longer talking to. A memory that my body doesn't respond so well to. A thought that traps me in a short, depressive episode. An emotion that goes so deep it feels it's all I'm made of. No more blood, bones, spirit, lungs, water, brain. Just pure emotion, encompassing me in its aggressive embrace, suffocating me so tightly in my insides, which are emotions, all make a mesh of the same emotion in various stages of intensity. I met a being. It wasn't planned, which brings me to planning. Time, location, date, clothes, activity, so much that most of it does not happen as planned. So, why plan? Is it to partly feel godly? Is it because we were taught its importance as children? Most of us get caught up in planning. Apparently, the stupid are more successful because they don't plan. They get an idea and act on it ASAP. Back to the being I met unplanned with eyes as big as planets, so beautiful. They glint and shimmer with secrets I've never dreamt of. The lips, soft, pink, and tempting, burnt from marijuana, juicy, careful, seeking my skin, my lips, my forehead, my ears eager to decipher what they have to say, their voice a melody I would want to hear in my deathbed. Did I mention their skin? Absolute art with ink curtains, ice cream, spider webs, ghost, a spider with a million eyes and feathers, a silver lion ring with red stones for eyes adorning the middle finger. Such bravery, telling the world fuck you no different from the king of the jungle, with the loudest roar, its sharp canines ready to capture and kill with no mercy, no matter the mess, bones and all. And the piercings, good gracious, how could they be all that I wanted to be growing up? How did they grow the balls, or should I say ovaries? Desiring them is like desiring me in another life, one where I hadn't been quite so beat up, where I was still innocent, pure, beautiful, and here I am being the opposite of all that. And they still want me, and I'm convinced they only want me because I'm deceptive as the devil. Like Halsey, I'm the lonely muse, a shape shifter, a Scorpio with Gemini tendencies, and so many personalities I'm not certain which is the prominent. And let me tell you something. It's tiring. I want a nap. I'm tired, but slumber does not come. And so I think about it all, about nothing, about this very brief book I'm writing. I'm thinking of how to sell it, hoping it sells. I'm a writer, a good one. I write, I do not sell. I want to change it. It hurts, breaks my heart, and I think I will stop. I'm tired of it all, the trying, the begging, the praying, the asking, words, words, words. Wait, just wait. It will get better, but it does not. My skin, my bones, my skin will soon hang loosely from my bones. Old age, it's coming. And yet I've done nothing with myself, with my life. I am nothing. The worst part is my energy is pretty low. I want to go back to nothingness, blackness, pureness, blissfulness. You may think of me crazy, but indeed I miss it. I miss it. And I miss it. The bliss comes and goes so much like my former lovers, if I can call them that. Or should I call them my former briefs? A conversation here and there, a smile, a touch, a kiss, one blink and they are gone, one argument and they want to end it. I'm kidding. I'm crazy. And when they say you're crazy, I say thank you. That's why I want to end it. Not because I'm crazy, but because they make me explain the most basic human emotions. Submission, bondage, liberation. Perhaps what I want most is to end it all. Knowing it will end feels better for a while, until I fall in love again and it goes back to nothingness. No more conversations here and there, no smiles, no touching, no kissing, back to being strangers again. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. My soul wants to scream, planet fucking Earth. Judgment. Judging. Judgment Day. Humanity. their dress code, bodies, speech, facial expressions, partners, choices, education, crimes, childhood, relationship status, religion, sexual orientation, sex appeal, salary, cologne, creativity, fears, teeth, cell phone, social media presence, car, food, language, walking stance, health, drugs, age, city, zodiac sign, intelligence, name, silence, voice, nails, drive, skin, smell, hair, bad, mind, emotions, reasoning, ambitions, hands, scammer, stress, planning, sounds, vehicles, crickets, texts, emotions, notifications, skin, itching, family, children, husband and wife, children. Do I want them honestly and truthfully? Would I make a great mother? Do I even like children? I certainly hate their noise, their high-pitched voices, screaming, questioning, laughing, crying, sore breasts, backache, cravings, mood swings, fatigue, and prayer that the creature inside me is at least pleasing to look at. The teaching, patience which I have very little of, understanding which often fails me, diapers, poop, ew, my tits licking milk. What if I can't bathe them? The children, I mean. What if my body is not capable of making and delivering children? Would that make me less of a woman? Would I disappoint my family? What if I can't even score a husband, a wife? Do I even want one, or I simply love the freedom of being single, not owing a single soul the reason for not being on my phone, except my parents, of course? Do I want a lover, or I simply love the thrill of having plenty of fish in the sea, or am I a retired fisherman, and I'm just waiting, hoping, praying, manifesting, meditating, waiting for the day it will finally happen while actively working on the steps, hoping I'm not putting my all into something that will make me look a lunatic, a manic, praying that the Creator guides and protects me, for another embarrassment would be the death of me, manifesting my heart's desires, for I feel worthy of them. Otherwise, why would I feel so compelled to being all that, to have all that, meditating to quiet the voices, but it seems I have given them room to scream louder than ever before, producing endless echoes that torture and torment me until I desire ending my life. It's a vicious cycle. And then it's back to waiting again for a new day, different lover, hoping that this time it lasts a lifetime, praying that your love is enough to mend their broken heart and reduce their trust issues, manifesting a loving home, healthy, wealthy, and reliable, meditating in order to visualize it all, feel it all, and hear it all. It's an excruciating cycle, back to waiting for a better state of mind, hoping that the decisions I make are not only good for the present, praying that they will be good for a lifetime, manifesting a clear and calm mind, a peaceful heart, and a brighter aura, meditating for it, taking my time to unfold the yoga mat and listen to Sadhguru through wireless earphones, waiting for enlightenment, or should I say, working for it. I wrote this part using a pen, with raga music in the background, and cars passing as swiftly as the time goes. Oh, how time flies. One blink and you've missed 10 years. A decade ago I was 5 and 10 and I fell in love for the first time. At the time, I certainly had no idea my former lover would affect me this much. Pause. He is not worth writing about. Not here, not now. Find a new distraction, goddess. Literally anybody, anything. A plant on my right, a better option. Green, brown with patches of peach emerging from brown and black soil in a plastic pot plant. It is alive, beautiful and brilliant like an ant. Natural, working, much smaller compared to me. To them, I am a giant. God, creation, humanity, plants, animals, skin, piercings adorning my flawed body, the small nose and small ears pierced in an attempt to make these parts appear bigger and more noticeable because they are nice. Like social media and filters giving you longer lashes, a blush, and some light lipstick. You, in a way, in another dimension, better physically, perhaps even emotionally and mentally, for our surroundings and how we look affect us dearly, and I'm afraid this is much more than we like to admit, or my priorities are flawed. This wouldn't surprise me, for I recently learned that I'm only a 5-year-old adult with guilt enough for Cleopatra's armies. They say the good die young, and here I am, getting old. I'm not certain what it means. Does it mean I'm bad? Is everyone who's lived for long bad? Of course not. Not everyone is bad, nor is everyone good. That's just life. We are all made of the rain and sunlight. To some, the balance between bad and good is even. For others, the good overpowers the bad, which results in them getting abused, and when the bad overpowers the good, the abusing seeds grow in the parasite, resulting in self-blame, almost non-existent self-esteem, and trauma in the host. Some commit a crime, as humanity has labeled it. Nature calls it survival of the fittest, but for humanity it is survival of the richest. The poor just die out of hunger, disease, stress, malnutrition, misinformation, vaccines, drugs, pressure. They all die like flies because of a country that is full of lies. I see the truth now, Nina Simone. Thank you for enlightening me. Bye for now.